The Wildcat Sports Club CNY Brewfest is coming up January 31st and February 1st at the New York State Fairgrounds. Taste your way through unlimited samples from more than 100 breweries. Now featuring hard ciders, seltzers, craft cocktails, and mocktails too. Grab your tickets now at cnybrewfest.com.
61 AC Oswego, WTKW HD2 Bridgeport, ESPN Radio.
Interrupt your regularly scheduled program for this special report.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters.
That's the getting going cycle. Friday. No rules on a Friday. All rules out of the window. Pants off Friday. I am completely nude in the ESPN studio. Here we are on ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. This game is from last night on the TV. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Hey, guys. It's a Friday. We're just hanging out here. We got a fun weekend ahead of us. Syracuse Pitt up in the Dome tomorrow. Brian Higgins will talk all about that. I ain't got really nothing to say. I would like the basketball to speak for itself on the court without me having to say anything about it. Or I just didn't prepare anything for SU basketball. More than likely the second one. We're here from the Harding Mazzati studio. Thank you for spending another week with me. There it is. Found it. Found my papers. I figured if I just yelled loud enough, you could hear me enough on the microphone. 315-437-7644. If you'd like to call up and has a chat on a Friday afternoon here in the Cuse, or really wherever you are. There's a lot of places where you could hear me, I would imagine. So hopefully it's not too bad out there. I know there's a light snow out there on the Cuse. Get this chair out of the way. There we go. Move that chair. That way you can see the Labatt sign. When the Labatt sign's on, that means the weekend's about to be here. Because beer equals party. Also a party, QSportsTalk.com. Hello, everybody over there. Yes, Brian Higgins, Pants Free Zone. I might not even have any underpants on. You don't know. Bare Butt Fridays on QSportsTalk.com. Nick's in there. Showgirl, Fuzz, Gafendo, Dilemma Cuse, and 300,000 other fans. That's right, guys. Our Q Sports Talk channel has 300,000 people in it at any point in time. Don't look that up, though. You take my word for it. So today, what we shall do, I think, is do some odds and ends a little bit. Do that real quick here. We'll do odds and ends, a couple random notes for you that I have. And then what we will do is do as much Buffalo Bills talk as we can do, because that is a big deal. Not a big a deal as yes, Brian Higgins sitting in the chair after me after I put my nude butt right on it. But yes, the Bills in the AFC Championship game. We will dive deep as much as I can into that. I've got some stats. I've got some demon exercising I think we should do that I think will be a good idea that we can talk about for the Bills game. We've got quotes from people about who's under more pressure, who needs this for their legacy. I love it. I love this time of year. I'm going to watch I don't know, 400 hours of football coverage this weekend. I don't care. I am that nerd. I very much want to know all of the stupid little things leading up to the AFC Championship game Sunday night, 6:30. We got a whole weekend to get through. But first, we got to get through this show on Friday. Let's go.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Like I said, yeah, we got to get through today. There we go. Cracking a Lipton hard iced tea for sure. Yet again, don't look that up. Lipton hard iced tea, delicious. Yeah, don't look that up. Just get some odds and ends out of the way here. I think we should do as we move on to a championship weekend here on the Sports Show with Cody Mack. That's me. Hey, that's crazy. First, I just don't know if you guys saw this, though. I felt bad for Mark Andrews. He finally posted his first public comments yesterday. This happened during my show, basically, that I saw this yesterday, where he saw that he had posted on social media. He's absolutely gutted about what happened. He said, even though the shock and disappointment are unlike anything I've felt before, I refuse to let the situation define me. I promise that this adversity will only make me stronger and fuel us as we move forward. I just felt wicked bad for him. Bills fans, probably not so much, but you might disagree with me because Bills fans were super awesome and donated a ton of money to Mark Andrews Diabetes Association here. Like I said, he was super sad. I'm devastated for my teammates, my coaches, and Ravens fans. I pour every ounce of my being into playing at the highest level possible because I love my team and the game of football like nothing else. That is why it's taken me until now to collect my thoughts and address this publicly. So again, everyone that, nobody here, but other sports hosts that I've heard that were pooing on him for not fielding any questions on Sunday, F off. How about that? Check this out, though. In an effort to support Andrews, Bills fans started a charitable drive that has led to over $100,000 in donations to Breakthrough T1D, an organization that works towards curing people with type 1 diabetes, which Andrews has. So, I don't know, man. Hopefully he'll bounce back next year. I'll draft you, bro. I'll draft you for my fantasy team next year. I don't care, man. Good for him. Let's see here. More college football stuff, or NFL stuff. College football stuff. NFL things. I don't know if you saw it. Breaking news. What? Did someone say break? Oh, boy. The Dallas Cowboys are down yet one more option. Hold on, I have to type in Q Sports Talk because, yes, I do have ADD. Dallas Cowboys down one more option as the Raiders have hired Pete Carroll as their head coach. As we're doing some odds and ends here today, just a couple random stories around the sports world. Pete Carroll joining the Raiders. I think that's a perfect spot for the Raiders, whereas I thought it was a terrible spot for him to join the Cowboys, weirdly enough. So I think that's a very good fit for Pete Carroll. That'll work out very well, or not at all for them on the Raiders. But I think Pete Carroll is the right guy to be there to develop some young players. They've got a couple core pieces, but Pete Carroll is a very good judge of character and a good drafting guy. And he's, I think, the guy to lead them forward. Cowboys, though, they're close, I guess, to hiring Brian Schottenheimer, which I guess just means that Dion said no, which I don't blame him. I really wanted Dion just because, I don't know. I don't want him to be so bored next year because I've seen the pictures of Brian Schottenheimer, and he has the perfect face where he could be real sad on the sideline and look real depressed, and then that's the headline everyone runs when the Cowboys start next year, like 0-6. But there's been a lot of talk at the end of the Cowboys. Maybe I will it into fruition with this because Mike Greenberg days ago said that he thinks that Dion will join. So maybe there's still hope until they hire Brian Schottenheimer an hour or two after this hour.
We've seen this. the two ultimate alphas in that organization. You know what it led to? It led to 3 Super Bowl championships in 4 years.
And that guy
He
gets
fired. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Dion shows up. It works for a little while. It's combustible, and there is success. And then it blows up because Jerry doesn't like it anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, Jimmy Johnson is that guy. And once upon a time, he led them to the only real big high-level success they've had in the entire Jerry Jones era. The bottom line of it is this. I have sat here every morning for the last 7.5 years and had all of you tell me Jerry Jones likes it when Get Up is talking about his team. Well, there's no better way to do that. There is no more performative move than to hire by far the most famous option to be your head coach, who will make you will be the lead of everything, every single week, all of the time. And I think he likes it that way.
And we'll find out, because the only way to do that is if you hire him, after the AFC and NFC championships, and then the Cowboys can weasel in on some of the Super Bowl talk during the next the 2 weeks, because the NFL is going to be looking for things to talk about for 2 weeks. I know that it's the Super Bowl, and they will have plenty of things to talk about Super Bowl-wise, but they will need things to chat about. And Jerry Jones would love nothing more than to have his team being talked about during Super Bowl week, because it sure as S-word ain't going to happen with them being on the field. So you at least might as well talk about a coaching hire. So we'll see, man. I don't know. I would like Dion, please. But again, we're probably not going to end up with a Dion. More college basketball, because I said more. How about we move to college basketball? Because again, we're doing odds and ends. Here we did the little NFL stuff. Mark Andrews, Dallas Cowboys coaching. Now some college basketball before we do a deep dive into the Buffalo Bills. And I have a little Bills. Oh, how you doing? Little Bills breaking news for you as well. But college basketball last night, Maryland whooping number 17 Illinois 91-70, and one of the only 2 games for ranked teams, whereas the other one are 2 teams that college basketball purists over the last several years should have know these names. Wichita State and Memphis going at it, as you had one of the only decent games here. In this one, the score 61-53, but a little bit closer than that. I actually randomly watched a little bit of this as Memphis, number 24. Memphis takes down Wichita State.
Carter leading in, another one off the glass for P.J. Carter. That one with intent. Hunter poked away by Hill. Rodgers open 3. It has been a tough shooting night for him, but Hunter is there. No made field goal since the 7-18 mark, and that's not going to change. Hunter off the bounce from Haggerty slams Memphis into a 2-possession lead, and Haggerty will hold it, closing in on a minute to go. Haggerty. Yep. Of course. Urgency. 10-point game. They held Xavier Bell scoreless unless he scores in the final seconds, which doesn't appear he will.
And he doesn't, as Memphis wins. I like to talk about Memphis because they have Anthony Hardaway as a coach, and if he's not going to coach, then I think they'd probably hire Lil Penny. How about a quick blast from a lot of people's past, as I kind of forgot about this. So I'm waiting for sanctions to come down upon Kentucky, because I forgot John Calipari left for an ass ton of money to go over to Arkansas, and they're going to make a big deal out of it when he gets his first SEC win. Even though Arkansas, right here, I got it, their best player, Boogie Fland, that guy was awesome for Arkansas. One of the best freshmen in the country. He is out for the year, so that kind of sucks. But John Calipari getting his first win in the SEC.
Short on the second. He'll get it back. Lay it in! Arkansas finds a way. Energy in his ball club. Got this club to the free throw line. And Adu Thiero just closed it out.
Adu Thiero, a baller. And what happened there was to put the game away, he missed the free throw and then puts it right in himself as Arkansas wins 68-65. So close, my friends. So close to that perfect 69. Yeah, buddy. All right. How about we come on back and do the deep dive. Rest of the show, Buffalo Bills stuff. Sports and Around with the Bills. ESPN Radio 97.7, 100.1.
Warner Sales and Service. Right Roofing.
All right, let me load up some of this here. Anything that's Buffalo Bills, double click. I got this. Oh, well, thank you, Mike. I'm also super cute. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Dry January. Oh, my God. Damn, I got a lot of stuff here. Nicked them. Hear that? I got 1 minute to change this. I need to change the channel on the TV. I need to change the channel on the TV. All right, guys. When should we exercise demons? Should we exercise demons at the end? Oh, geez.
This is The Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Weekends were made for fun, 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 hard. Every day, it's all work and no play. With the boss on my back.
Tell him, Debbie Deb. Tell him. Tell him.
I sit down, I daydream
Then what?
of how my weekend's gonna be. Look at weekend, 'cause
Look out, weekend, because here we come, and then it'll be the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Wow, that microphone is way up there. Sorry. Oh, man, we're here hanging out thanks to dvoffers.com, powered by Drivers Village. In about a week, y'all are going to be powered by Brewskis, because you got the Wildcat Sports Pub, CNY Brewfest. The VIP party is a week from today. I mean, it's Friday night, but it's a week from today. Next week, we'll be out at the Horticulture Building, the great New York State Fairgrounds, drinking beers and such. And then the next day, February, 2 sessions. And you can go to either one if you want, but you just got to pick one over at cnybrewfest.com. We're going to have just a butt ton of beers, like I said, over 150. And then there's also going to be a hard cider and seltzer row. And then just a ton of other vendors. I mean, there's a company that has literally figured out how to put cheese inside pepperoni. And it's a way more efficient way and not as graphic as the way I do it. So you can get that there, popcorn, and barbecue sauce, and jerky and stuff. I need my spices. There's the spices there I like to get from a meat. Brewfest, presented by Sweetgrass. I also like Sweetgrass. Like myself some Sweetgrass. You do too. Don't like. Get out of here. 315-437-7644. I will interrupt anything that I am doing to hear your guys' take on the Buffalo Bills, Kansas City Chiefs. Coming up Sunday night, 6:30. Oh my God. Oh my God. I am all the excited. QSportsTalk.com. You are also excited. And no, Susan, over at QSportsTalk.com with CNY Brewfest, you pick which session you want to go to. There's an early one and a later one. And I don't want to sway anybody, but the later one at the K-Rock/Cloudy Days booth, we are definitely not going to be watching the Royal Rumble at all. There will not be a TV where we will be watching the Royal Rumble. Not at all. Just saying. But yeah, you pick one of the 2 sessions to go to, Susan. Unless you get the golden ticket, then you pick the session. What? I know. For reals. Okay, before we do a little preview action of Bills, Chiefs, the best rivalry in football when it comes down to games like these, I would say. Taylor Rapp is out, and you will hear about it. A little bit about that in the Chris Brown interview I'll play in a little while. But, yeah, he had a chance to be out when we talked to him, but it did not mean that Micah Hyde would suit up. No. So don't think that Micah Hyde's going to suit up. Cole Bishop will just end up taking the spot for Taylor Rapp. Not good, but it happens. We're okay. Everything's fine. Nobody panic yet. Oh, man. Let's just, preview the game. So far, I don't know. Just the longer this week goes, the more I start to panic about said game. But here's a fun little preview. Bills Chiefs Sunday night.
You got to beat them to get past them. Every time I go up against Josh, we know what they are. They're the perennial of what you want to be in the NFL. You got to beat them to get past them. Every time I go up against Josh, I know that it's going to come down to the end, just because of the competitor that he is and the player that he is. Every single play, everything you got. It's all night. Play for each other. Get a job done. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Everything we fought for is right here.
Another rematch with the Chiefs.
This is this generation's big boy quarterback matchup.
Oh, what a run by Josh Allen to keep and the lead. Mahomes with danger in his face, lunging forward at the far front pylon.
You embody this damn city and these fans.
Winning is the important part, and we get this thing rolling.
best rivalry of this time.
You turn it up on it, baby.
Here we go. I like this part. Ready? It's just instrumental, but it's cool. Goosebumps. Sunday night, baby. Oh, man. I can't wait. There's a lot of storylines going into this game for legacy and pressure on people. Will this be somebody's last game? There's talk that Travis Kelce might hang it up after this if they win this game and then win the Super Bowl. I mean, there's a lot of storylines going into just this one AFC Championship game.
32 receptions for over 340 yards in the postseason last year.
Travis Kelce.
18 career postseason games with Mahomes as his quarterback. 136 catches, 1,565 yards, 81 completions, 87 first downs, 17 touchdown passes against only one interception, with Mahomes having a 137.15 passer rating. If Travis Kelce shows up and shows out in the postseason and doesn't necessarily has to expend himself to the limit, Dan, I think he comes back. But the Travis Kelce that I spoke to, he literally questioned himself at times in terms of whether or not he may have lost the step, et cetera, et cetera.
Ooh, are we in Travis Kelce's head? It ain't the Travis Kelce of the past couple years. This is an older, more not as swift Kelce, right? Huh? See what I did there? Not as swift. Oh, you caught it. You know what I did there. This is a game where there's a lot of pressure on Josh Allen, man. There's a lot of pressure on Josh Allen. But again, looking at it, it doesn't appear to be affecting him in the least.
You're looking at Josh Allen. Wait a minute now. You're stud your damn self. 3 games against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, and you haven't won one playoff game. Sure. This is so in other words, I'm saying we assume he's going to perform. Yeah. But what we need to say is you had better perform. Yeah. This is on him. Yeah. You got to show up. In other words, don't let it be you. Yeah. You got to show up and do what we're accustomed to seeing you do. Let it be on the Bills' defense. You got to show up, Josh Allen.
Yeah, from the quarterback angle, obviously Mahomes owns him 3-0, right? 4th meeting.
But he's played well in the game.
Played well in the game.
Yeah.
But how much pressure do you feel like Mad Dog is on Mahomes? On Allen Sunday?
I disagree with Steve. I think the pressure's on Buffalo. I think they need to win the game. I think the pressure's on McDermott. McDermott can't screw this game up. Really? He screwed it up 3 years ago with that stupid kickoff in the last 13 seconds. Yeah. They didn't rush Mahomes. He had all day he did a terrible job.
13 seconds. Yeah. Maybe we should review 13 seconds later.
They were very conservative in the second half.
For sure.
I mean, he threw for 125 yards. That's it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear about the field because Lamar went right down the field at the end, throwing the ball all over the place.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear about the field. He played that game. He played the clock instead of playing the opponent.
He did.
And he almost lost.
Well, but
he almost lost.
Well, he didn't almost. They almost tied. Well, but Buffalo was going to have the ball with about.
But how about if Andrews doesn't fumble at midfield at 24-19? Would have been behind.
Well, I mean, all of that. There's always those kind of plays, right?
If wishes were fishes, we'd all be living in the ocean.
He's playing. Even if they tie, you get the ball last.
Okay.
With Josh.
Well, I agree. They probably stood. You're right.
Yeah.
But at 21-10 at halftime, they got the ball first in the third quarter, and I thought he played. You know what? Let's not go crazy.
Yeah.
Let's run the ball.
Don't turn it over.
And you got Josh Allen sitting there.
Yeah.
That guy, you can't do that this week.
No, I agree.
You can't do that this week.
You can't play in the shell.
I think McDermott, I disagree with Stevie. I think McDermott and the city, they got to win this game.
Well, the city can't win the damn game for you.
You get
city can't win the game. The franchise got to win the game, but again,
go ahead. Josh Allen's got the pressure.
No question. No question about it. He got to show up.
When has he shown that he doesn't show up against Mahomes? He always shows up against Mahomes.
It can't be. We can't sit there Monday morning and say he did it.
Right.
That's the point.
What makes you think he won't?
We're not saying that.
We're not saying that. I'm just saying he has to.
To Stephen A's point, it can't be about him, right? He has to cancel out the Mahomes factor.
Oh, does he? What does Josh Allen have to do? Let's see that next and hear from the voice of the Buffalo Bills, Chris Brown. We come back on the sports show, AFC Championship weekend, Friday. Huh? I don't know. ESPN Radio 97.7, 100.1. Let's go, Bills! Yeah, Josh Allen, man. I don't know. I don't see him. He doesn't look like he's worried about anything.
Enough points that you can't give it. Make it just win the game. Yeah. Put up enough points that you can't give it. Thursday, bud. Yeah, me too. Thumbs up. On Sunday, you can hear that game right here on K-Rock.
Boop, 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 doo. Emo night.
This Friday, the night will feature a live set by Career Mode, a spray-in hair dye station, and temporary tattoos. One lucky fan at the game will win 2 tickets to see My Chemical Romance live at MetLife Stadium, August 9th, plus a one-night hotel stay.
No injuries listed. Jeesh. Malloy, I came back a little bit as the Bills, but he whooped my butt. Chiefs whooped my butt as the Bill. I was the Bills, and the Chiefs whooped my butt. He was the Chiefs. I was the Bills. He whooped my butt. I got my fanny slapped. Oh, you're going to the game, Malloy? Nice. I was going to, and now I am not. I don't want to miss emo night. I know. I gotta pee. I was holding it for a while, but I can't wait a whole half I mean, that would have been funny, too. But I'm all right with that. Oh, that was nice. Bills 28, Chiefs 23.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Look at weekend because weekends were by the time Wednesday comes.
Oh, yeah. Hey-o. Here we are, back. Second half of the Sports Show with Cody Mack, ESPN Radio, 97.7 and 100.1, hanging out on a championship weekend Friday. We're talking all things Buffalo Bills and Kansas City Chiefs in the Harding Mazzati studio. Check this out. We had NFC facts yesterday. How about some AFC facts today? Which team has won the most AFC championships? The Patriots. With 11, then the Broncos and Steelers are tied for second with 8 apiece. Which team has been in the most games? Steelers, 16. Patriots with 15. Best record? Interesting. In the AFC Championship game, the best record is the Broncos with 8-2. Starting quarterback to reach the most consecutive? Tom Brady. We all know that. Although, Patrick Mahomes is right there with 7. Brady is in 8. Patrick Mahomes is in 7. So he's got a couple more years to go to break that. But that's kind of cool. Most passing touchdowns, Dan Marino with 4. Josh Allen could throw 4 on Sunday, right? Most career receiving touchdowns in the AFC Championship game. Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce, 6 in 6 career games. Thurman Thomas ran for a championship record, 186 yards, in the Bills' win against the Chiefs in 1993 AFC title game, January 23rd. 1994. Oh, I said that because I thought today was January 23rd. It's not. It's the 24th. Oh, well. Most sacks in a game, Von Miller. You know him. He had 2.5. And then other facts. So there's that. So, again, yeah, we got the game, man. It's coming up Sunday. What we also have is Chris Brown. He's also coming up Sunday for listening to it on the radio as your voice of the Buffalo Bills joins us as well over on the K-Rock Morning Show on Thursdays. Hopefully, this will not be the last time you or I will hear from Chris Brown, the voice of the Buffalo Bills.
I got Chris Brown on the line.
Hey,
Good morning, Chris.
Good morning.
Voice of your Buffalo Bills joining us once again. Let's keep this trend going. Let's keep this going for a couple more weeks, Chris. I think that we should really keep checking in and keep this going. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's funny. I got friends of mine, neighbors, they're all like trying to do the same thing leading up to the game. They want to wear the same stuff they wore last Sunday. The superstitions are in full effect right now.
Yeah, I will give you my superstition from my house, Chris Brown. Both of my children have Josh Allen jerseys. After last week's game, they were not allowed to be placed on the floor or washed. So they're hanging up in the house for this weekend. The Josh Allen jerseys they've not touched the floor or have been washed.
Nope.
Okay. Hopefully by 3 weeks from now, they're not standing by themselves.
So let's talk about the upcoming game. Obviously, I want to start with this memo that I read. It came out on the 21st, so a couple days ago. And I hate saying these things out loud because you know it's going to be a jinx, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to knock on wood. Since last year's wild card playoffs, the Bills have no turnovers in their past 4 postseason games, becoming the first team ever without a turnover in 4 consecutive postseason games. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, they've really done a great job all season long here during the regular season as well. They broke a record for fewest giveaways in a regular season since 1933, I think it was. They beat the Saints, who had the most recent modern record with 12 giveaways. The Bills only had 8 the entire season.
Wow.
6 interceptions, 2 lost fumbles. That was it the whole season. The interesting thing is Patrick Mahomes, who had 2 interceptions in the Week 11 game against the Bills, he hasn't had a turnover since either.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 experts in ball security here. Who's going to be able to force the mistake? My money's on the Bills because their defense has done a better job of taking the football away, 3rd in the league in takeaways.
Let's talk some injuries. Benford, obviously, towards the end of the game last week, goes out, enters concussion protocol. What do we know about that?
I'm encouraged because he was on the practice field yesterday practicing in a limited capacity. So what that means is if you're already doing football-related activities, even if it's on a non-contact basis, you're in step 4 of the 5-step return to play protocol. So he's already cleared step 1, 2, and 3. He's got to clear step 4 to get to full medical clearance by the end of the week. I think there's a good chance that happens. If you remember last week, Ray Davis in concussion protocol, he was on a similar track. and was ready to play by Sunday. So hopefully it's the same for Benford.
Social media obviously starts to ask, is Micah going to suit up? Is Micah going to suit up? Cody, what was Coach's quote for that?
Oh, about if he was going to play instead if Rapp can't go.
Yeah.
But nope, there's no chance.
No chance.
Micah Hyde is going to suit up.
And Micah Hyde will be on that field on Sunday.
Yeah, he's kind of here to be a mentor.
Neither were Taylor Rapp. Oh, so sad.
Use him as a coach on the sidelines for guys like Cole Bishop and others, and let him be a cheerleader.
Yeah, I got to say, one of the big stories I've seen when comparing these two teams is something you bring up a lot, and that's Buffalo using that jumbo package. And I think that a lot of people expect them to go big and use size to stop Kansas City coming up on Sunday. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, on offense, I expect them to use that again.
Right, yeah.
I would agree. And look, you've got an offense that has really got a running game that can get yards whenever they want. They just rolled up 357 rushing yards on the third best run defense in football in Denver and the number one run defense in football in Baltimore the last 2 weeks. There's no reason to stop doing that, even if Kansas City is a top 10 run defense themselves. They're 8th in the league.
Kansas 3-0 against the Bills in these games. And now we've got to find an approach. Last time we played them at home. Now we're going to Kansas City. It seems like everything goes Patrick Mahomes' way. Mm-hmm. What is the key to continue this run on Sunday, Chris? What ends Kansas City's season?
Well, Bills have to protect the football, as we just discussed, and I think they got to force them to make a couple of mistakes. The Chiefs are really good at playing mistake-free football. They wait for you to screw up, and then they take advantage of it. That's what led to the Patriots dynasty for so many years. They didn't do anything spectacular. They just waited for you to screw up and then capitalized on it. That's what the Chiefs have done. They've borrowed that formula. It's worked for them. You got to do it better than they do. Play their game better than they do. And look, if you think about the Bills' win last week against Baltimore, it wasn't anything super flashy or spectacular. They just played a more sound, fundamental football game. And it's not, he's not going to be on the highlight reels or anything, but at the end of the game, you're the winner. And that's really all we care about. We're not looking for style points this week. Just win the game.
Yes. Put up enough points that you can't give it to the refs to make any decisions that would go against you in any way. Make it undeniable. All right, Chris, safe travels. Have a great call on Sunday, and I really hope we're talking next Thursday, bud.
Yeah, me too. Thumbs up, everybody.
All right, Chris Brown joins us, the voice of your Buffalo Bills.
There it is, and oh man, I get all nervous. I don't know, but what does Josh Allen need to do? I think the Bills need to come out and just start firing. I've talked for years about when the Bills are at their best. It's when they put the pedal to the metal, the foot on the gas, and they don't let up. I know a lot of people are like, no, keep Mahomes off the field. I don't think that's going to matter because you want to have a nice low-scoring game and then give Patrick Mahomes a chance at the end when you try to keep him off the field for so long, but it's only 17-13, and then he marches down and throws a touchdown, and it's 20-17. I hope to God I didn't jinx that. But, I mean, what does Josh Allen need to do? Like I said, pedal to the metal and just keep going. Huck Tutties, break that 4-touchdown record in the AFC Championship game. Others think otherwise.
I'm saying to you, if you're Josh Allen, and you know you going up against him, don't tell me if you see an RC, if you see a Cam, or in this case, it's Patrick Mahomes, it's business as usual. You can't have the same attitude because he ain't the same cat. You got to do something to take this brother out because all that other stuff hasn't worked. That's what I'm saying.
Well, this is what I'm going to say, right? If Patrick Mahomes gets to another Super Bowl or gets this three-peat and we start talking about the GOAT conversation, it's going to be Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. I'm going to say some names for you. Nick Foles. I'm going to say another name for you. Mark Sanchez. I'm going to say another name for you. Eli Manning. Do you know what all of those people have in common?
Quarterbacks.
They beat Tom Brady in the playoffs.
Damn.
Don't none of those people we look at and say to ourselves, they are all-time greats. These people are some of the best that ever played the game.
You're being
you know
slick.
why? Because
Eli a little bit, bro. Come on.
You're pivoting.
That's what I do. That's the name of my show.
You're pivoting. You're pivoting. Yo, when Nick Foles in the Super Bowl beat Tom Brady, he dropped 40. 40.
But the point is this. this, though. Nick Foles didn't walk into that stadium and say, that's what I have to be to win, that I got to go beat Tom Brady. He did what the job called for. That's what Josh Allen has to do. Do what the job called for at the time.
Josh, don't think like that. Go out there and drop 35. Is that good enough for you then? Go out there and drop 35 there. Is that good enough for you?
If he's going 34.
I kind of agree, though. Go out there, Josh. Drop 40 on them, because in the last, 11 out of 13 or 14 games, they've scored upwards of 30, 35, 40 points. So why the hell not? Woo! All right, how about this? Let's take a break. We'll come back. I know you might not want to do this, Bills fans, but let's exercise a little bit of a little demon action. Moving on to Sunday's most pivotal Bills game in the last 30 some odd years. On ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1, The Sports Show. Cody Mack. Up in the dome.
We're going to start a new game. Remember how a good cold one tastes as you sip your way through unlimited samples of more than 150 brews. Now featuring hard cider, canned cocktails, seltzers, and mocktails too. Enjoy live music and don't forget to stop by the Heirloom Photo Booth to commemorate the day. Grab your tickets now.
Do the Bills win the Super Bowl? I don't know, man. I mean, I don't. The Bills in the Super Bowl? I don't know. I honestly don't know. When you say that, honest first reaction, no. And I don't even like that. Oh, that hurts to say that, but no, I don't. I don't know if they do, man. I don't know if they get past the Chiefs. I really want them to, just because again, I like when this area is a lot happier, and this area will be a hell of a lot happier if the Bills are in the Super Bowl. That is a fact faux show. You son of a bitch, Gavendo, blue-haired freaks. Ah, my boner pill, Scott. Perfect. Thank you. I absolutely don't like to change anything on poor Super Salad guy Scott's desk computer to anything about ordering boner pills or big naked strong men or anything like that at all. Just saying. Uh-oh, throughway westbound backed up for miles. That sucks. I do not have to be on the throughway, though, thankfully, so that's good.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Here we are. We're back. ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. Oh, boy, get ready for the 315 with Brian Higgins doing all your Syracuse stuff. But what we're going to do here to end this week is exercise a demon moving into Sunday's biggest game in the Bills playoff history forever and ever and ever. I know you might not want to listen to this, but we need to listen to it so history does not repeat itself. That way we know we're just going to stay calm. If this can happen for someone else, it can happen for us. I think you guys might know what this is, but it has to happen.
Flings it back of the end zone. There's Diggs.
You'll know what it is.
Caught it for the 2.
Remember when we started today, we said, what's going to happen? You know, I said, there's probably a chance that one of these quarterbacks has to make some heroic type of incredible play that only these two can. Well, right now, you just watched Josh Allen on this drive leave his body, heart, everything in it, and make 2 incredible plays back-to-back to give his team a chance to upset Mahomes in the playoffs in Arrowhead.
And they're going to need to do that again. There's still some time left to go. You know what it is.
We got all 3 timeouts for the Chiefs. You got this guy right here with the big leg. Down the middle. It's Hill in the open. Cuts it upfield. He might be gone. He is. Kansas City takes the lead with a minute to go from 64 incredible yards.
Well, we talked about Josh Allen needing to make a huge play. This place is going crazy. And then all of a sudden you got Superman himself comes out and he shows you Patrick Mahomes.
I'm going to try to just move forward a little bit so nobody is freaking out here. We're exercising demons here with the 13-second game.
I mean, this is unbelievable of a game. 4 touchdowns. I want you to watch the communication up here. They're going to talk. He's going to talk. He's going to talk. All of a sudden, Baker comes in. This is where the communication, and all of a sudden, they're late, getting all the way inside. And that's why you get that leverage right there down the middle. And Snead couldn't get there. That's where Matthew matters. These other guys.
It's the same thing every time. Extra point is good.
And here we go, a little bit more in the 13-second game. We're just exercising demons, guys. We got this.
Goodness, it's going to be a 48-yard attempt. Only 48 yards. That's what it'll be.
When Kelsey moved his leverage inside, I was like, he's going to throw this right here over the middle quickly.
How do you let him get that open?
It's because you're protecting the end zone a little bit for some reason. But honestly, rushing 4 guys, I don't love. He's got to throw it instantly. Rush. You put one guy on Kelsey, run that same defense, but that extra rusher should be guarding someone. You're not going to get to him. Wow, only Mahomes gets you in an easy field goal range.
It's going to be 49 yards is what it is. 49 yards to send it to overtime. Harrison Butker.
I'm so nervous.
So are hundreds of thousands around the planet. The kick is good. It's going overtime.
We're going to start a new game.
And they did. We know what happened. But I play the 13-second game now because that way I don't have to come in here on Monday and go, well, you know, at least it wasn't as bad as this, blah, blah, blah. And when, you know, we do all of that stuff, right? See? There's a method to my madness, all right, guys? So enjoy the weekend. Be safe. Come on. Guys, be safe. I love you. I love you so much. And I want to talk to you Monday. Enjoy Washington Eagles. Let's go, Washington. Enjoy Bills, Chiefs. Let's go, Bills. Enjoy Syracuse Pitt up in the Dome tomorrow, where you'll get all of that type of coverage in just a little while. 315 with Brian Higgins. SU and Pitt up in the Dome tomorrow afternoon. That way you can go and get ready for Sunday's stuff. Oh, man. It's going to be fun. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be great. So we'll see you guys Monday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Get your asses home safe. And I will see you on the flip side, as I'm pretty sure the kids still say. It's a sports show with Cody Mack, ESPN Radio, 97.7 and 100.1.